I grew up in fear and lived that way for the majority of my life. I was afraid of everything, people, places, things. I was afraid of not getting what I thought I needed or wanted, or of losing what I already had. I was afraid that you were going to take something from me and that I had to take it from you first, or that if I gave you too much that you would take advantage of me. I always had this fear, and it was unfounded a lot of the time, but it felt as real as could be to me. At some point in time, I learned that fear is the absence of faith. And that only made matters worse for me because I was the kind of person who didn't have any faith. At least I thought that was the case. I wasn't really brought up. My mother was an addict, so I didn't have any real foundation in my life. So I was left with nothing. I thought if I can't have faith and that's the only thing that will remove the fear, then I'm left, with feeling like this forever. Well, I found out at some point that faith is actually something that's pretty easily come by. What I know today is that I had faith in all kinds of things. I had faith in pills. I knew that they would make me feel better. As soon as they hit my hand, I automatically felt better. I had faith in certain people, in relationships. So I would have faith. It just happened to be in the wrong places. The day came where I started to have faith in something that was greater than me, a power greater than myself, a higher power. And I started to put some faith into that higher power. And I heard things like faith without works is dead. And I came to understand that what that means is that I have to actually put effort in. I have to put effort into this faith and effort into my life if I want to see the results that I want to see. And those include anything that has the absence of fear. So I heard the story about the guy who was in a flood and he was in his house and the fire department came and knocked on his door and they said, "You have to leave because this whole area will be flooded pretty soon." And the guy said, no, don't worry, I have faith. I'm going to be okay. God will take care of me. They said, okay, and they left. So the water started to rise. He went up to the second floor. And a boat came by. And the guy on the boat said, "Hey, you need to leave the house now. Pretty soon your house is going to be underwater and you're not going to survive." And the guy said, no, don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine. God will take care of me. I have faith. So the water continued to rise. He went up on the roof. And a helicopter came by. And they yelled down, "Hey, mister, you have to get on this helicopter because the water is going to go over your house pretty soon and you're going to die. You're not going to survive this." And the guy said, "No, don't worry. I have faith. God will take care of me." So the helicopter left, and shortly after, the house went underwater and the guy drowned. And he got up to the pearly gates of heaven, and he said, "Hey, God, you know what happened? I had faith in you, and you didn't save me." And God said, "I sent you the fire department, a boat, and a helicopter. What more did you want me to do?" So what I've learned is that I need to put the effort in. I need to know when something's put in front of me. I need to pay attention to those gifts that are given and those opportunities so that I don't waste them and I don't squander them. And that's what I'm learning to do a day at a time. So now, fear is just a word. It doesn't mean much. All it means is that I have an emotion, I have a feeling that can quickly subside given that I put the effort in.